Let's bring in David Wohl, political analyst and Trump supporter. David, so answer the question, I guess, first off. Can he? Is there time to turn things around and really reach out to those voters?
Yeah, I don't know that I really have a good idea that those polls are accurate, Sandra. I got to tell you. And when Donald Trump talks about bigotry on Hillary Clinton's behalf, he's talking about political bigotry. I mean, look at the state of affairs in Black America under Barack Obama. I mean, the unemployment rate is double that of whites, 9.5%. In his home state of Illinois, it's 15%. The incarceration rate of blacks is 5 times more than that of whites. 1 in every 15 black men is incarcerated. 1 in every 36 Hispanic men is incarcerated. That's absolutely outrageous. And essentially, Hillary Clinton is saying, I'm going to give you 4 more years of this very same factual scenario, the same thing that Barack Obama has brought you, but vote for me. Because I'm a Democrat, you've traditionally voted for Democrats, and that's good enough. So, I'm not offering anything new, no change, but, that is a form of soft political bigotry. So Mr. Trump is absolutely correct.
But when you look at his lead there, and then you see his strategy of calling Hillary Clinton a bigot. I mean, he's holding this meeting today in New York City. Is that going to go anywhere? What is the strategy beyond these personal attacks?
Well, the GOP generally has been saying for a long time we need to reach out to minority voters, both black voters as well as Hispanic voters. That's a natural constituency for Republicans. But, the question here is Donald Trump a credible messenger to those voters? And why did this outreach take so long? So a 90%, favorable rating for Hillary Clinton for black voters, just the reality of that, political reality of that, you're not going to turn that around significantly enough to win the election. But a lot of criticism is saying, well, hey, this is just a message to white voters saying, hey, I'm not the racist guy that you think I am. And I think that maybe some of these appearances in black communities and Hispanic communities will help maybe show that it's not just racist rhetoric that he's trying to combat, but it's actual action.
He needs to convert some of these voters in these critical swing states. Newt Gingrich, for example, pointed out that in Columbus, Ohio, it has that city has one of the highest Somali populations in this country. So you can talk about the Rust Belt and the non-college educated white working class voter, but you need to expand your base. Right. And to David, to your point, when Trump supporters dismiss polls and say the poll is wrong, you're doing Mr. Trump a disservice, and you're doing Trump supporters a disservice because it fails to acknowledge weaknesses that he needs to fix. And just outright dismiss, if a poll isn't in your favor, then somehow it's crooked or it's false or it's not done right. I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot.
Well, Dagan, I'm not dismissing. I'm not saying all the polls are inaccurate. I am saying, however, you recently heard himself call himself Mr. Brexit. We all know what happened with the good old Brexit poll. It'll never pass. No way. The next day, the earth splits in two, and Brexit is a reality. And I'm just saying, a lot of these polls are initiated by media organizations that absolutely have it in 100%, and anything they can do from top to bottom, from the minute they start off in the morning to the end of the news day in the evening, they go after him. So that's one of the reasons we never seen anything like the media bias against him, and media energizes these polls and creates these polls. So I got to tell you, it is an issue.
All right, so one of the big questions is whether or not there will be an October surprise. WikiLeaks co-founder Julian Assange warned of another bruising email dump for Hillary Clinton. Let's listen.
People involved in that election have the right to understand who it is they're electing. We have a lot of pages of material, thousands of pages of material. I don't want to give the game away, but it's a variety of different types of documents from different types of institutions that are associated with the election campaign. Some quite unexpected angles that are quite interesting. Some even entertaining.
All right, so David, would another email dump, would that have any effect on voters and change the outcome of this election, or is that just going to blend in with all the other ones?
Well, Julian Assange doesn't tend to mess around. I expect that when he does do this dump in October, and it will be the October surprise, it'll probably hit like a sledgehammer. I mean, we already know what's going on with the emails. We know the scandal that's going on. We know the meetings that took place, and 55% of those meetings were people that donated hundreds of millions of dollars. And guess what? Promises were made. Statements were made. Were threats made? We don't know any of that because the special prosecutor has not been appointed yet. That's why the special prosecutor hasn't been appointed, because you couple everything together. This scandal has the potential to make Watergate look like a parking ticket.
Well, I mean, Republicans
huge.
keep saying they have so much there, and they keep showing us that there is there, when she's saying there is not. But it just doesn't feel like Republicans are selling it.
Well, look, that's got to be done, no question about it. But Republicans can sell it. That's one thing. That's on the political level. It has to be taken care of on a legal level. That's why this prosecutor needs to be appointed. Loretta Lynch is in the tank for Hillary Clinton. She's not going to do anything. She's made that clear. But when we get a prosecutor who is truly independent, I expect charges will be filed, and potentially under the RICO statute, which is racketeering influenced corrupt organizations.
All right. Thank you, David Wohl. Good of you to join us this morning. Thank you.